Creating a project charter is a very important step in project management, so it deserves a separate video. Let's take a look at an example of a project charter. At the top we have project name, company name, and the client name. It documents a manager or a project manager. It could be a project manager from the client team or maybe a different division project manager who needs to be involved in this project. The key section of the project charter is description, what is in and out of the scope. Then list the project deliverables, for example, drawings, equipment, materials, etc. Then next section is scope validation. Scope validation could be in several forms. For example, it could be factory acceptance test, final acceptance test, or sign-off or acceptance documents. Team and resources section is where you list your team members and resources that are needed to complete this project. Schedule should be ideally prepared in a scheduling software such as Microsoft Project, and a charter only indicates milestones like start, finish, phase 1, deliver dates, end of the project. Charter also needs to include budget. For example, you can provide the information such as sold at, margin, and the project budget. A good project charter should also include project risks. List type of risks and propose how to mitigate those risks. For example, budget risk could be mitigated by a contingency fund, and the scope creep could be mitigated by scope management system and change management system. Another example of a risk is employee availability risk, and that could be mitigated by partnering with an HR company. And finally, you add responsibility matrix, where you list your team members and stakeholders and assign who's responsible, accountable, and who needs to be consulted and informed at every stage of a project. If you would like to learn more about how to run a project like a pro, visit our website hksmnow.com. We have a lot of free materials there, as well as other courses on project management.